If you have a wife, shoot me now. People were absolutely shocked when they found out that I'm married. And since I've been creating the content, a lot of people have been asking me, how did you meet your wife? So I wanted to make a video today and tell you how I met my wife. For a very long time, my family tried to get me married. They tried to find an arranged marriage for me. They spoke to pundits, priests, family members, relatives, but it was always the same old answer. Yes, but because of his face, we can't get anyone to agree to meeting him. Now, for those of you that understand the arranged marriage concept, it starts with exchanging photographs. So my photograph will go to their side, their photograph will come to us. It's almost like a Tinder swipe kind of thing, based on photographs. So because it's based on photographs, nobody really wanted to see me and accept me. Because after the end of the day, I look like this. Anyway, I was in India and I was telling my friend all of this, and I spoke to him in length about not being able to find the right person. All my siblings or my family members had arranged marriages from back home in India. They were very happy. And I too wanted that, but it seemed like it was far away. It seemed like it's something that was impossible, to happen. I used to go to weddings and I used to stand at the wedding venue and people would come and talk to me and be like, "Oh, Amit, how are you? Yeah, are you sad that, your friend's getting married and you haven't got married yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not sad. I'm happy my friend's getting married." And, some aunties would be like, "Don't worry, beta. We will find someone for you. But, it is hard. I mean, at the end of the day, think about it. If you were the dad, would you want your daughter to marry someone like you?" And this is them trying to console me. This is them trying to comfort me. Absolutely shocking. Nevertheless, I spoke to my friend about all of this. My friend then came back to me and said, "Look, Amit, if I ever come across anybody who I think is suitable for you, I'll link you guys up." And I thought nothing of it and came back to England. A few months after, he gave me a call and he said, "Amit, there's this girl that I'd like you to meet. She's absolutely amazing. I think you'll get on. Is it okay if I can introduce you guys?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Why not? If you think she's good for me, then go for it. Go and introduce me." So he went, spoke to her. She categorically said no to start with. She was like, "No way, this is not happening. I am not ready for marriage. I do not want to move to England. I do not want to marry someone right now. I'm way too busy. I'm a makeup artist and I'm booked out for the next 6 months. I ain't got time for relationships." She hadn't seen my face at this time or a photograph, so it wasn't based on my condition. But he said, "Look, just talk to him. He's a really nice guy and it's a really nice family." She's like, nah, ain't happening. I am not interested." And then he was like, "Well, by the way, I haven't told you, he also has this condition he was born with." And she's like, "That doesn't matter. I'm not fazed by that. I'm just not ready and I'm not in a position to have a relationship." So she basically said no. He came back to me and said, this is what she said, "But message her anyway." And I was like, there's no way I'm going to message someone who doesn't want me to message them. There's no way that's happening. There's no way I'm going to message someone who doesn't want me to message them. And he's like, "No, do it. Trust me, just do it. Just message her." And I was like, "No, I can't. How am I going to message someone who doesn't want to message me?" He's like, "Trust me, just do it." And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Message her." I was like, "No." He's like, "Message her." I was like, "Okay, I'll message her." So I did. I sent her a message and she didn't reply for about 2 hours. And I was so like, shit, why have I done this? This was a really bad idea. Anyway, she replied back after those 2 hours and I was like, okay. And then she's like, "Hi, how are you? Yes, your friend told me. It's nice to meet you. How you doing? You okay?" And we were like, that's great. And my sister lives on the next road to her as well. So she was like, "Oh, I know your sister. I've seen your sister around. You guys are nice, blah, blah, blah." We started talking and then we started messaging each other. And the messages just started flowing. The messages were seamless. The messages were good. And we were really, really enjoying ourselves. Like, when there's a click and something's just really, really working out. It just felt like there's a click and it's really, really working out and things are as they should be. And I was really, really enjoying our conversations. And then we started video calling after a while. And when I was video calling her, a lot of the times I'd cover half of my face. So I'd hold the camera at such an angle that it's covering half of my face. And after 2 or 3 times of doing that, she said to me one day, "Can I say something?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "What I want to say is, if I do get married to you, or if this does lead to anything, I'm not going to marry half of your face. I'm going to marry all of you. So stop showing me half of your face and show me everything." And at that point, it made me realize that I should be all or nothing. Why am I hiding myself? Why am I putting myself behind a barrier? And at that point, I knew that this person's the right person for me, because they accepted me for who I am. They accepted me for how I am. But that's when things turned a bit nasty. That's when things started to go wrong. That's when her family found out about us. And that's when her father said, "This cannot happen." He said, "I would rather commit suicide than you marry this person." There was no way her family were going to agree in getting her married to me. Nobody in her family agreed. Everybody in her family was against this. It was, what will people say? People will say various things. People will say, "We got you married to him because he lives in England." People will say, "We got you married to him because we wanted to send you to England." No, we do not want this to happen. We cannot marry him. He has a face like that. She fought and fought and fought. And eventually said to me, "Amit, it's 6 months of relationship with you or 26 years of relationship with my family. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to let you go." And we stopped talking for about a week. And it was horrible. We didn't talk at all. We didn't communicate. And then one day, my phone rang. My phone rang and she said, "Can you come to India right now? How soon can you get here? How soon can you get here? And how soon can we get married?" She had a big debate with her family. It all kicked off. She discussed various different things. And she decided that she's going to go with it. She's going to marry me. My sister went to her family. They had a talk about the wedding. Her family said, "It's fine. She wants to get married to him. We're not coming to the wedding. We're just going to give her away." I flew to India within a week, met her 2 days after we got married, 3 days after we got married, and the wedding, it was only her dad and her brother who came to the temple. All women, all girls in India, all over the world dream of having this amazing wedding, dream of having this amazing marriage, dream of having the dream wedding. She didn't have that because her family judged me for the way I look, and they were more concerned about what people will say than being concerned about their daughter's happiness. But we got married, and she came over to England. And she's happy. She's happy, I'm happy. And she's made me realise that there's a lot more to this world and life than the face, than the appearance. And one day I made a TikTok video to tell the world that I embrace and celebrate who I am. And that video went viral. That video went viral, and I got love from over 80,000 people around the world with likes, comments, follows. So my message to you, my friends, is this: believe in yourself. Believe in who you are, accept who you are, and the right person will come along and lift you and take you to where you need to be. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment below, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more videos coming up where I'm going to talk about my condition, my life, experiences, confidence, and hopefully you can get some benefit from subscribing and following this channel. Thank you very much. Don't forget to leave a comment.